Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is some work we've done using Ajax in the OPAC. What I'm going to discuss isn't necessarily what I think is the most exciting application of the technology, but it has so many possibilities that we're really excited by it, and we're constantly coming up with new ways of, or ideas for new ways of using it. So the application that I'm just going to look at today is an enhanced item information display. What it does is it enhances the information that's provided by the OPAC and gives the user a bit more information about individual items. It was something that we originally implemented on the previous OPAC, and the users and the staff alike found it immensely useful. And we carried it over to Voyager 7 virtually as soon as we'd installed, and it continues to be quite useful. So what it really does is when an item is displayed in the OPAC, it goes away, retrieves some more information about the item, and then displays it on the page with what's already there. So this is a screenshot of our OPAC displaying an item, and basically what I'm talking about is what's in this box here. Some of the information that's displayed is replicating what's in here. The reason we've kept these two boxes is to keep some of the more staid members of staff happy. Primarily, we're hoping to drop that sooner or later and just replace it with what's shown down here, maybe some additional information as well. The thing that we find most useful is the loan type display. It can be quite confusing for patrons if they're not sure whether they can go into the library and take an item away with them, or whether they have to keep it in the library or whatever, and for how long they can keep it. So the loan type is far and away the most useful aspect of this. The way it works is it's a combination, as using Ajax, it's a combination of JavaScript and a Perl script. When an item record is displayed, some JavaScript kicks off, identifies the bib ID of the displayed record. It then calls a Perl script, which is past the bib ID. The Perl script then queries the database directly. When this was originally written, we weren't too up to speed on the web services and so on, so we created the Perl script to actually query the database directly using the DBI module. And it works. It's fast. I mean, we could replace it with a call to the web services, and probably will at some point. But for the time being, querying the database directly seems to work. So the Perl script queries the database. It extracts the additional information that's required. It formats it, and it passes it back to the JavaScript. Part of that, it also applies a number of rules. As we know, items can have multiple statuses. So in the script, there is a configuration section where you can say what statuses will override other statuses, which statuses should be suppressed, and so on. So it's quite flexible, and was designed with the intention of someone external to our institution taking a copy of the script and customizing it for their own needs. And then once the JavaScript gets the information back from the Perl script, it just fills in an empty div. So it's standard Ajax stuff. It's just quite exciting to be able to take a standard page and then inject more information into it to help the user. And you can do anything with this, really. And we've used it to query the database, but there's no reason why we'd have to do that. I mean, you could use it to make calls to APIs and web services to bring back additional information about the item, Amazon reviews, if people are discussing a particular item on Twitter. I mean, it really is, you can do anything with it. Usage statistics is one that was recently suggested. We could be saying if a user borrowed this item, they also borrowed this item. You could really make a lot of use of this. So as I say, I think the use that we've made of it just to display loan type and so on isn't necessarily the most exciting, but it's a start, and I think we'll be making a lot more use of it in the future.